Hi, Scott Wentworth, the founder and head writer of Wentworth Financial Communications, here outside of Decatur, Illinois, the heart of corn and soybean country, and it's the first day of corn harvest 2018. And I'm here with my dad, who's a farmer, Steve Wentworth. And you might be wondering, well, why am I talking about farming when it comes to financial writing? Well, the truth is, a lot of people ask me why I started the business, and the biggest reason was that I saw the need for financial writing. But it also didn't hurt that I come from a family of small business owners. And people might not think of farming when they think of small businesses, but it absolutely is a small business in every sense of the word. So I thought it'd be helpful to talk to my dad and hear his thoughts on what it's like to be a small business owner and some lessons that he has. So, Dad, thanks very much for doing this. And first of all, tell us, what are we sitting in here?
We're sitting in a John Deere 670 combine. It's got the corn head on so I can harvest corn.
All right. And when you think about some of the biggest pieces of advice or financially as you run your business, what are some of the most important things for you to keep in mind as a business owner?
Well, I need to be cognizant of all my expenses, my capital outlays, as well as my variable costs in fertilizer, seed, fungicides, insecticides, and the like.
All right. And how much would this run, speaking of capital expenditures?
Well, this would be close to $500,000 new.
All right. Well, I bet I know some banks that would help finance that for you, but it speaks to how different the capital structures are from my services-based business to my dad's production-based business, where I think at WFC our biggest overhead expenses or fixed asset is a laptop computer for a couple $1,000. So very different ballgame, and there's a lot of computer equipment in here, as you can see. So I think maybe that monitor in this piece might be all of WFC's overhead expenses. So very different ballgame. What about outside of capital structures and what business model we're talking about, for being a business owner in general, what do you think it takes to be successful?
Well, you need to be cognizant of where your income and expenses are. In farming, it's always changing. I mean, this year with the tariff situation, the value of soybeans have gone down from $10 to close to $8. So we had over a 20% decline in price. So that affects my cash flow greatly.
Sure. And what about in terms of the mindset of being a business owner? What do you think are the characteristics that you got to have in terms of how your passion or your drive, and what kind of characteristics make a successful business owner?
Okay, well, you got to know your business. You know what your variables are, what problems can arise, and you got to be able to be prepared for those bumps in the road.
And when you were growing up, did you ever think of yourself as wanting to be a small business owner, or was it always, I wanted to be a farmer, and being a business owner came along with it?
It came along with it. I always had great respect for my dad, who was a farmer, but that he understood the business end of it, and so that's been tremendously important to me.
All right. Well, I knew how much you love farming, and I love writing, and I think it's great that we both get to have businesses where we do what we love to do. And I hope I can be half the writer that you are as a farmer and as grandpa.
Well, thank you. I'm sure you are.
Oh, well, I hope my clients do too. All right, well, Dad, tell us about the first day of harvest so far. How's it going?
It's great. One of the first things we did was take out a seed corn plot where we compared about 50 different varieties of the different seed corns and trying to see which one performed the best. And the winning number was 287 bushels per acre, which is a phenomenal yield, the best I've ever had in 45 years of farming.
All right, well, glad to hear it's going to be a bumper crop, and hopefully good luck getting it all in this year, and hopefully WFC can have a bumper crop and its clients too.
Well, I hope so.
All right. Well, thank you very much for all the lessons you've taught me and everything you've done for our family. We really appreciate it, and you're a great role model.
Thank you. You're a great son.
Thank you. Thanks, Dad.